We all know the ins and outs of the rules of golf. You thought I was going to sit down there, didn't you? But the chair's wet, so I'm not going to. But what about the unwritten rules of golf? The rules that maybe we don't know. Let's do it.
Is that an hoodie you're wearing?
Yeah, it is.
Let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Yes, this is a hoodie I'm wearing. Welcome to the channel, guys.
How you doing, guys? All right?
Oh yeah, well, you didn't ask me, but I'm all right as well. Thank you very much.
As well?
I'm all right as well, guys. Guys, get in the comments below really early in today's Walking Wednesday. It's probably going to go out on a Friday though. But we filmed it on a Wednesday, so it's Walking Wednesday. Let us know how you are. Are you looking forward to golf going back open? Are you playing golf at the minute wherever you are in the world? If you are, you're very, very lucky. Today we're going to talk about the unwritten rules of golf, otherwise known as etiquette.
Yeah.
And even there, I'm going to get straight into this, man. I'm going to be a bit harsh as well. The word etiquette kind of derives from being a bit posh, doesn't it? A bit having table etiquette, having etiquette in social situations, and
yeah,
even that wording just doesn't bode well for people new coming to the game. What do you mean I've got to learn an etiquette?
Yes.
And there'll be people watching this video who disagree with me there and think, oh well, we need to keep up a certain level, a certain standard, and I agree with that, but like you've just mentioned there, I've got a hoodie on and I'm really, really comfortable. And I'm just walking onto a golf course, albeit not playing. But what are your thoughts on that?
On the word etiquette?
Yeah.
I think it is a strong word, isn't it? It's quite a scary word, I guess, for some people if you're just getting into golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think if you start researching into golf etiquette, it might take you a bit deep into what golf used to be like, and it could be scary, you know.
I think it probably would be scary. Definitely scary for certain people of different sexes, different kind of backgrounds, things like that. Things that golf hasn't always been as welcoming as maybe it is now.
Yeah, that's definitely a great point to make. Yeah.
But that's not really what we're going into in this video. So, guys, you've been doing a little bit of research on potentially etiquette, clothing, stuff like that. Just throw some stuff at us.
I'll tell you, you know, just to give a little bit of background about this story, it sparked up because one of my subscribers basically mentioned about, you know, he's pretty new to golf and he'd got a new golf attire. He'd been into retailer, you know, and he got the hoodie actually. He's got the hoodie. You know, he got Adidas because, you know, he wears Adidas in his casual life. I'm blabbing on a little bit here, but he got Adidas because it fits him well in his casual life. You know, he was no wiser, you know, got a golf outfit, and he's joined the golf club and he's had nothing but, you know, sly remarks and, you know, people sort of mentioning, you know, about the way he's dressed.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely shocked by it.
And that's crazy when you do think that obviously Adidas, this is an Adidas golf hoodie. This isn't just an Adidas hoodie. This isn't a Adidas sports hoodie or football hoodie. This is an Adidas golf hoodie. And I've been wearing it a little bit playing golf around the country so far and around the world actually. I wore it in Dubai on a cold night golf. And people have loved it. People have asked where it's from. People think it's moving forward. It's progressive. But your mate's obviously, I don't know where he's played. It will, I think, depend where you do play. And I do think especially places that are a little bit posher, I don't know how this goes because sometimes if you go to a real posh golf club, the members are quite affluent, they're quite well off. So then people don't say anything to them because you don't want to upset them because they're quite affluent and quite well off. Whereas some of the courses that maybe aren't as affluent, I keep saying that word, quite as rich, should I say, that's a horrible crude word, but they will tell you because they feel like they want to uphold the traditions of golf more rather than taking your money as a member or as a visitor.
Yeah, do you know what? And this is one of the big frustrations about this.
Oh, I nearly fell over then. That was
one of the big frustrations, and it is that there's so much unwritten around this rule. You know, there's not just one dress code for every single golf club, is there?
No.
You know, why doesn't the rules of golf just state what the dress code is and we all know what we're doing?
Yeah.
You know, and that's a big frustration around golf, you know, at the minute, is there's so many things left to interpretation. You know, I think golf clubs in general need to be clear about what the dress code is.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to sound like I'm sort of stressing having a rant here, but, you know, this is a perfect...
Calm down, mate, calm down.
Well, what a perfect time for a golf club to come out now and say what the dress code is, you know, because with all these new golfers getting into golf, I think the current members who've been there 10 or 20 years and have a perception of what they think it is, you know, and what...
White socks.
Exactly.
White socks and shorts, is that a rule? Like, do they have to be...
needs clearing up.
Knee-high socks, football socks? it's such a strange thing. You can go to a certain course and they have their own set of rules and regulations and etiquette for clothing. I speak to a few friends about it. I spoke to Mark Crossfield about it quite a lot, both on the phone and when we've met up and done some filming, and he's very much like me. He doesn't really let people wear what they want to wear. If people want to go and play golf and they want to wear something comfy, they want to wear something that makes them feel like they fit in, then let them wear it. Like, it shouldn't matter what you wear, should it? Sometimes the people who wear the clothes that fit the etiquette look like they've been dragged through a hedge backwards. They've got the club jumper on from 30 years ago that's full of holes. They've got golf shoes where they're talking to you because the soles have come off. Yet it fits the etiquette. Whereas a really clean looking hoodie, if I do say so myself, with the...
I mean, I've got to admit, guys, on this subject, I don't even know where I sit. I don't know where I sit as far as I don't know whether I'm in favour of hoodies or I don't know whether I'm in favour of tradition. I honestly couldn't answer that.
I mean, so if I take a look at you now, Gaz, and get a full... I think you're dressed fairly traditionally.
Yeah.
So you've got your black shoes on, fair enough. Are the Code Chaos, those?
Yeah, they're Chaos, yeah.
Little plug for Adidas. Then you've got some Oscar Jacobson trousers on, I guess. And then you've got a FootJoy top with a couple of club logos on and a nice golf cap. I mean, even that though, with the half zip, you wouldn't have seen that a couple of years ago, would you?
No.
It's not something you would have had. But then, obviously, so if you take a look at me now, and I've got hoodie on, can you wear a hood up? I've got my hands in my pockets. That'd upset some people on a golf course, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Keep my ears warm, I can play with it like that.
I mean, don't put your hat on backwards, for God's sake.
And this is something where people on my second channel, I like to wear a hat backwards, not necessarily when I'm golfing, but just when I'm going out doing day-to-day stuff. I might go to the pub with Foxy. It's just comfortable, especially with a COVID haircut. And I mean, Foxy generally wears his cap backwards when he plays golf, and he gets told at a few courses, can you turn your hat around, can you do this, can you do that? I get it, but then I don't get it. Like, why?
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't understand, because he comes from a background where he's a cricketer, he's played a bit of rugby, he's played everything. And it's always just been, right boys, come on, let's go. But then there's a problem at golf, because the hierarchy of golf clubs, the hierarchy of, I don't even know who runs it. Like, is it the golf club themselves? Is it the governing bodies behind it? Look at the PGA Tour. I'm sure, did Ricky Fowler play with the cap backwards a couple of times? Get in the comments below if you know. Ricky Fowler's one of the guys that generally does push it quite far. He definitely played with a button-up shirt, and I thought that was really, really cool. Then there's people who say, well, it's not etiquette, it doesn't fit in, there's no place for it on the golf course, to the point where they wear shorts, but only on practice days and in proms. They have to wear trousers in tournament days when it's 90 degrees. Mind blown. But what do you think about that? Have I covered that?
Yeah, I think you've covered it pretty well, and I think, you know, if I could just crack on a bit with that point of...
Sorry, mate.
No, it's all right, it's all right. But, you know, when you just got something in your mind?
Yeah.
When I say I don't know where I sit, I don't know where I sit as far as I don't know whether I am in favour of this new modern, you know, the way you dress with your head cap backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm certainly not in favour of the old traditional look.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not in favour of that. But, you know, that aside, I just think it needs to be more clear about, you know, what a golf club wants from the people coming to the club. You know, they can't have it both ways. They can't try and attract loads of new members and then sort of tell them that they can't do this and that and it's all wrong.
Yeah.
They need to be clear about what they want and who they want to attract.
Yeah.
You know, I've nothing against anybody who wants to keep it a bit more traditional, but be honest about it. You know, be honest and open about it, and let's try not to, you know, get people coming in and then let them going away with a bad taste, you know, because we haven't been open and clear, you know.
And this is a great point, that your mate who bought the hoodie, fairly new to golf, would you say?
Yeah, new to golf.
So he's gone in and bought the latest golf fashion trend and then made to feel a little bit strange about it by the club that he's gone at, and that just seems a little bit odd to me. Like, I don't really get that. But
I mean, obviously, he, as a human being, if he was aware of the dress code, he probably wouldn't have turned up with that gear, would he?
No.
You know, if that had been clear. But I think golf's changing that quick, and maybe we're not doing enough as an industry to sort of inform people on what we expect, you know.
But then, in fairness, I played, sorry about the wind noise, guys, it's starting to get up a little bit. Gaz is moved towards the trees because it's his natural habitat down this third hole. But I played a couple of really high-end golf courses down in London last year in the middle of the lockdowns, and I wore the hoodie, and it, like, no one batted an eyelid, no one said a thing. But they were quite posh clubs, as we said, whereas if you go to a club that maybe isn't quite as posh but wants to be seen that way, then they try and grab all the etiquette and the rules they can. So that's an interesting one for me. And then, I mean, we could go on all day about unwritten rules when it comes to why can't you play in a 5-ball if it's a quiet day? I've once had, not here,
well,
but
you can now.
You can now.
Yeah, you can.
You didn't used to be able to.
No, you didn't.
I once got a call off a member, and the golf course was closed, not here, somewhere else, and I had to go and separate a 5-ball.
Yeah.
Because they were breaking the rules, even though there was no one else on the course.
Well, I say you can, but at our club we have actually a strict system at the minute, don't we, with COVID, where you actually have to put your names on a start sheet for COVID.
Yeah.
But I think within the rules of golf, you can actually play a 5-ball.
So if we're to round this video up, guys, what do you think golf courses need to do around the rules, not to just attract people, because we're going to attract people to this wonderful game now, because it's...
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think golf clubs are going to do anything. So I think what you need to do, guys, as potentially new members or people who are visiting and paying and playing at golf clubs, is not assume that, you know, fortunately not assume that there is just one dress code.
There's a biggie strip on your nose there.
I knew it. I'm thinking when he went to get Zoom in here, he's up to summit. But unfortunately, you know, I think that's where we are at the minute, and you can't assume that you can wear your cap backwards or you can wear a hood. Yeah. You know, so I think, you know.
I think personally, like I said, if I can just continue with my point, guys.
Sorry.
No, sorry, it's 1-1 now anyway. But for me, I think, again, apologies about the wind noise, but generally, I'm going to turn around here so you can't hear the wind noise. Generally, we are going to attract new golfers this year because it's outdoors, it's fresh air, it's as COVID safe as it can get. But how do you keep them? You keep people by keeping them happy and letting them do what they want to do. If another member wants to leave a golf course because of how someone else has been dressed, in my opinion, that's their problem.
I think who needs educating is not the new, maybe not the new members coming in, the members that are already there. Yeah. Because I can understand the new members who are already there having this perception of what they think's right.
Of what they used to have to do, yeah.
But they're not probably the ones that, you know, are buying as much clothing and see what's on shelf, you know, in a retail shop.
Times change, don't they? Times change. So again, this isn't really an opinion. This is just us discussing a side for and a side against. I personally couldn't care less.
Do you know what I love from these videos, guys, is seeing your point of view. When I go through the comments, I learn more about what, you know, from your side of the, you know, view than probably what we're thinking here. You've probably got more great
stories.
Get in there, because these are subjects that we can further extend on from your comments.
Let us know. I can't read, but Gaz will read.
I always think the second videos are the best ones.
Yeah, we'll do another Q&A. Get the questions in. Gaz will siphon through them because I can't read. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, smash that subscribe button below. Go check out Gary Martin Golf for all your golfing needs. Just golfing needs.
Well, we're doing a lot of custom fitting and rules at the minute.
Rules with Jules. I've been enjoying that one. Apart from that, guys, thank you so much, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Bye.